The pan. Inside the pan is here's a tiny little hole called the touch hole.
Oh wow.
Got a little hole in there? If that hole blocks up, your musket's not going to go on.
Alright.
This is called the serpent, that's what holds the match. Now the lock is made by a locksmith or a clockmaker. The stock is made by a carpenter. The barrel itself is made by a blacksmith. Turn, lock, stock, back.
Right. Tell Guy Ritchie that.
Looks like here would also carry a bandolier like this of 12 wooden bolts. These are known as the apostles because there's 12 of them, and these are your gunpowder charges.
Right.
Each one holds enough gunpowder to fire a musket. I would also carry a powder horn, sometimes 4, 5, 6 pounds in weight to replenish, refill my apostles should I use them up. As I said before, you never pour gunpowder straight from the powder horn to the musket. Gunpowder, black powder, is a very dirty explosive. The least behind it fits residue, sometimes carries on a smolder after you've used it. You've got a flask of gunpowder and you pour it on and the spark inside.
Bang.
Also carry a bag of musket balls, 4 pounds weight. A priming stick, those gunpowder, the same gunpowder, just ground a little bit finer to get to the touch hole. An oil bottle full of goose fat to lubricate any moving parts. I also carry sidearm, sword. Myself, just in case the enemy comes too close, I've got something to the musket. Some musketeers will also carry a thing called a Swedish feather. A 6-foot pike with a pike head at each end. They stick it in the ground, pointing towards cavalry. If the enemy do come close, I've got not enough time to load my musket. My musket itself is the most enemy's club. 22 pounds. Smash it across anyone's head, even though it's you know, it gives people
Okay.
Cast off to throw up any loose powder. Any sparks flying around, you land on that powder and it's prematurely set on the Alright. And cast must be about load. That's a proper way you load your musket. You don't stand here to load musket. You flip off the top of an apostle and pour on a charge of powder, watching the powder go in. You then drop the apostle down with the top off, you can see this is the one you use. If you get into the habit of putting the top back on the bottles, eventually in the heat of battle, not thinking what you're going to do, you're going to pour on what you think is a charge of powder. You're going to round down a ball, and it's done. You've got muscle ball stuck in your gun, you get topped off and we've always watched the powder go in. I then take a musket there, secret wall, the safety wall concerned today, and it's warm. So it's quite common years ago for musketeers to carry fathers of musket balls. Spit it in your hand, put it in the barrel of the gun, it's a fumble around for the bullet bag on the battlefield. They say you can always tell a musketeer for his teeth lips with a grey green tinge. The lady carries the bag.
Oh, lovely.
We draw forth the scarlet stick. Turn it about, shorten it off rest, round on the charge. Now, done. Holy Ghost. Now we never round down the charge with a palm or a hand. If the musket accidentally goes off, we'll blow the scarlet stick.
Free hand.
Actually blow your hand off.
Oh my God.
Ball about 3 feet flame. You always load that. If it goes off loading like that, you're going to get singed fingers and earache.
Yeah.
Better than no hand. Draw, shorten, return. Also very important. Oftentimes new recruits in the heat of battle, they would panic. Leave the scouring stick in the muzzle of the gun, fire the scouring stick at the enemy, your musket is then no more than a club. You cannot load it anymore.
Of course.
So, your musket is now loaded and primed. You must now treat with utmost reverence. Check the gardener is not in the garden. Your slow match shows the softer lot. very similar to serpents. Try the match. On top of the pan cover is a star. If my match lands on that star, I know when I open the pan, it will land on the pan of gunpowder underneath. One other thing, motion is blow off the ash to expose a hot coal. The most common cause of misfires is a big lump of ash building up on the end of your match. You blow it off to expose a hot coal, you're going to get perfect motion. Prepare to get fire, which means open the pan cover, here's fire.
Sorry.
Can you hear the noise that the carpets make? Like, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
Let the enemy know where you're coming.
Exactly. For that very reason they thought it was a good thing. You certainly couldn't sneak up on someone.
No helping.
However, 10th of February, 1646, Thomas Fairfax, commander of the Parliamentarian Army, marched 10,000 men from Exeter up towards Torrington. 6,000 of them were dressed with this. The noise in the small Devon Lane was horrendous. It was a kind of a 17th century, psychological warfare. They did it all over the country. Some of them.
Really?
Morian. It's the helm of the pikeman. Ladies, my good wife says, if you can pick one up after the battle, it makes a wondrous cook pot. You can hang it over the fire. You can pour the stew out from either side. Do take the brains and the lice out. You do taint the stew somewhat, the lice do crunching. And Jeff, if you're caught short on the battlefield, just what it looks like. You look like someone's been using this.
Dude, I'm glad I
Yep, there we go. Now, one is uncomfortable. It's a shift. One size fits all. It's the only undergarment that ladies at the time would wear. It was not beneath. And we do believe in authenticity. It'll work one day.
One day. Wait for the moment.
You would probably only own 2 of these, and you would wear them week in, week out. During the day, you wear it underneath your clothing. At night, you take your clothes off, and you sleep in it. The next day, you get up, and you put your clothes back on. You would take it off for a week. You would buy that stuff. Perhaps once a year when we needed them all. Right, okay.
Very fetching, very fetching.
There we go.
You down to Marks and Spencer's a month ago.
Wow, yeah. Give us a little twirl.
It's a wondrous white garment, is it not? So how do we keep cotton and linen white? It's urine.
Urine again.
There is a profession, that of the urine taker. Now, I know it sounds as though that's what I'm doing at the moment.
Urine taker.
It was an actual profession of the time, and in earlier years the urine taker would collect the goodly human urine, they would put it into barrels, they would leave it for some 3 to 6 months.
Oh, wow.
And it turned into the most amazing bleach.
Require.
I will show you. Knees together and ankles together. So you know it, this is a trait long lost to the ladies of Torrington. Hands thus.
Right.
And you both hands. Now, if you're walking down the road, and a gent comes towards you and makes a leg, takes his hat off, you think big strapping fella, fancy him. Big deep bob, show him your interest.
Right.
If you think away with you ruffian, get out of my sight. Here's the bobs, just send him on his way. That's it.
Right.
Close it. Good day to you, mister.